What's going on, everybody? Mr. D here, and in this video we are going to be solving exponential equations using the change of base formula. So if you remember nothing else from today, this formula is going to be the big takeaway, okay? Now, if we think of logarithms, we're used to seeing things like this. We have log base 2 of 9, which is saying 2 to what power equals 9. Well, I know 2 to the third would be 8, so it's got to be a little bit more than 3, but not quite 4, because 2 to the fourth is 16, so somewhere in that range. Over here, I'd have 5 to some power 62. Now, I can start guessing and checking, but that's going to take for flippin' ever, right? Because none of these are really working out. There's no 7 to any power that gives me 30. At least no integer exponents. So as we're going through, we might be a little stuck. Now, some of you, might be looking at your TI-84 calculator, and you see a button that says log, and when you press it, you get this. And you're sitting there thinking like, man, why can't I just use that log button and plug in these numbers? Well, long story short, your calculator's not smart, and it can only understand what's called a common logarithm, and that's what we're going to talk about in just a second. So your calculator's not very smart. It can only understand common logarithms. So when you're tackling these problems, you might be getting stuck. And that's because we don't know how to do them yet. So if you're stuck, that's why. But the way we'd solve this is using something called the change of base formula. Now, before we get to change of base formula, let's talk a little bit more on these common logarithms. So that log button on your calculator is what's called a common logarithm. Common logarithms default to having a base 10. So they have a base 10. Anytime you have a common logarithm, if it's a base 10, that base is just assumed and it is not written in there. So anytime you see the word log and it does not have a base given, it is assumed that is log base 10. Okay? Anytime you see the word log and there's no base specified, it is assumed to be log base 10. Okay? Your calculators, unless you have some of the newer ones, are not smart enough to handle logarithms with different bases. They're only smart enough to do log base 10, common logs. So what we're going to do is we're going to learn how we can kind of dumb these problems down to make your calculator understand it. Because these clearly don't have base 10s, right? This is base 2, base 5, base 7. But we're going to rearrange it so that your calculator can do it with base 10. Now here is the formula. Again, if you remember nothing else from today, please remember this. That is, if you have log base b, and b is anything, of m, that is equal to common log m over common log b. So remember, common logs have an assumed base of 10, which means our calculators know how to handle it. Common log m, common log b. When you do this in a calculator, you're going to have to make sure you're being responsible with parentheses. Otherwise, you might get wrong answers spitting out at you. This also works with exponential form, right? If I took this and threw it into exponential form, let's pretend there's an x over on the other side, I'd have b to the x power equals m. Well, I could still use that exact same formula. The big thing to keep in mind when you're solving these is the phrase base goes on the bottom. So whether you're talking about logarithmic form or exponential form, always remember your base is on the bottom. So in this logarithmic form, our base is b, which means base is also b for exponential form. That base of b has to be on the bottom. So if you're ever confused which number goes up top, which number goes on the bottom, base is always on the bottom. So let's take a look back at those problems that we just had. I have the answers for you, but what I want you to do is kind of throw them into your calculator just so you can double check and verify. Log base 2 of 9, we don't know how to do it. However, we can simplify it for our calculator using change of base formula. Well, I know base is on the bottom, so log 2 is on the bottom, which means log 9 is on top. So go ahead, punch that in. Log 9 divided by log 2. Now number 2, do the same thing. Log over log. Well, base is on the bottom, so 5 has to go on the bottom, which means 62 is up top. Again, there's no bases on the logarithms now, because it's a common log, so that base is assumed to be 10. If you have a base 10, you don't need to write it. Kind of like when you had square roots. You don't need that index of 2. It's just assumed. Number 3, you'd have log 30 divided by log 7. Again, base numbers on the bottom. So go ahead, punch those into your calculator. Make sure you're getting these decimal approximations. And if I goofed on any, shoot me an email. All right, now let's get into solving exponential equations that have common bases. And what this says is that if you have two expressions on either side of an equal sign, that means whatever's over here on the left side must be exactly equal to whatever's over here on the right side. If they have the same bases, well, that means the exponents must also be the same. So here I'm seeing base b on each side. That means exponent m must be the same as exponent n. So we can use that to our advantage. So let's see an example here. We have 2 to the power of 3x minus 8 equals 16. So I have 2 to some power, right? Well, if I could write 16 as 2 to some power, then I'd have the same base. Well, I can write 16. 16 is just 2 to the 4th. So now these things have the same base. And if they have the same base, well, then their exponents have to match. So the equation that I'm really trying to solve here is 3x minus 4 equals 4. So the hard part of this is resetting one of these numbers to get that base that you desire. Well, let's solve. Move the 4 to the other side, divide out the 3. So we're going to have 3x equals 8, therefore x is 8/3. Let's try number 2 here. We have 5 to the power of 3x minus 6 equals 125. Man, it would be great if 125 could be 5 to some power. Well, today's our lucky day. 5 to the 3rd power is 125. So we have 5 to the power of 3x minus 6 equals 5 to the 3rd power. The bases are the same, therefore the exponents can be set equal to one another. So I've got 3x minus 6 equals 3. We'll move the 6 over to get 9, and then divide by 3. So 3x equals 9, therefore x is 3. Not too shabby on those ones. Ooh, now we're getting a little spicier. Here I've got 27x to the 3rd, 9x to the 1st. Now I know in past examples, I have advised you to take the bigger of the two numbers and say, can we write that as 9 to some power? And unfortunately, no, we can't. So we might be stuck. Unless they have kind of a shared factor that we could use. Well, I could write, instead of 27, I could write that as 3 to the 3rd. And instead of 9, I could write that, as 3 squared. So now this is 3 to the 3rd to the x plus 3 equals 3 to the 2nd to the x minus 1. Well, the bases are same. So if the base is the same, the exponents must be the same. And as we hopefully remember for our exponent units, anytime we have a power on a power, we have to multiply these things together. So I'm essentially going to be distributing into these exponent chunks. So I'll have 3 times x plus 3 equals 2 times x minus 1. So we've taken a seemingly challenging problem, and we've rearranged it, we've massaged it out to kind of a multi-step algebra 1 equation. So the hard part is this step. If you can get through this step, the rest of the solving shouldn't be terrible. So we'll distribute each side. 3x plus 9 equals 2x minus 2. Let's get our x's to one side. I'm going to choose the left, which means we have to get our constants to the other. I'm getting 1x, so x equals negative 11. Let's try another one there. 8 to the power of x plus 3 equals 4 to the power of x minus 3. Well, just like before, I want these to be written with the same base. I want them to have the same base. I'm trying to think, what 8 and 4 share in common? Well, they both share a 2. Because 8 is 2 to the third, and 4 is 2 squared, 2 to the second. So now that I have the same base, both base 2 on each side, I can use the fact that the exponents can be set equal to each other in order to solve. So my equation now is 3 times x plus 3 equals 2 times x minus 3. And I'm accidentally writing with a highlighter. How fun is that? So we'll distribute in 3x plus 9 equals 2x minus 6. Just like before, let's move the x to one side, move the constant to the other. And when we do that, we should get x equals negative 15. All right. In my humble opinion, I think these types of problems are the hardest ones to do because you have to really know your base numbers with the exponents. So these ones kind of take the most practice and familiarity. Most of the other ones we can kind of just muscle through with brute force. All right, next up. Solving without a calculator. Woof. Woof. So I've got a base 9 and then a base 27. 127. Not thrilled with that. So let me first start off. I'm going to write that as 27 to the negative first power. Okay. Well, we've already seen 9 and 27 show up. I know that 9 is 3 squared. And then I know 27 is 3 to the third. So this one's a little extra challenging, right? Because we had to not only change the bases to have 3's, but also take into account that 1 over 27 is really 27 to the negative first power. So we have to really be on top of our exponent properties as well. Well, once we have that, bases are the same, therefore exponents must be the same. So I'll move over here. 2 times x minus 5 has to equal 3 times negative 1. So 2x minus 10 equals negative 3. 2x equals 7. X is 7 halves. Okay, number 6. A problem you might see on an SAT or ACT. 16 to the 3x power equals 1/8. Equals 8. Well, I can already rule out some of these values, right? I can rule out 1 because 16 cubed is definitely not 8. And 16 to the 12th certainly is not 8. So these two are a little too ridiculous. But we might be able to figure out which one of the two would work here. So let me go ahead and kind of take this down here a bit. I need to put them both with a common base. A lot of people might say base 4, because 4 squared is 16. Yeah, but 4 to what power is 8? It doesn't work. We're going to have to go all the way down to base 2. So 2 to the 4th is 16. 2 to the 3rd is 8. We now have the same base, which means the exponents can be set equal. I have 4 times 3x equals 3. So 12x equals 3. X is 3/12, which of course reduces to 1/4. Woof. Okay. For the next problems here, just in the interest of time, I've pre-written the solutions out. So that way we can kind of just go through and explain each step. And again, along the way, pause the video at any point you need to. So we might see situations in which we need to solve exponential equations that do not have common bases and can't possibly have common bases. So the way you're going to do this is isolate the exponential expression. So whatever term, I'm making this up, whatever term has the x exponent on it, you're going to rewrite in logarithmic form so that way you can use change of base formula. Now I should make note, as you guys get comfortable with this, step 2 is going to be kind of optional because a lot of you can go to logarithmic or go to change of base formula without even messing in log form. You can go straight from exponential to change of base. The big thing with change of base formula, again, is that your base is always on the bottom. Okay, always put the base number on the bottom. All right, so Let's take a look. First one, 4x to the third equals 15. Let's move that x to the other side. So now I've got 4 to the x equals 12. And over in green ink here, I have it rewritten in log form. Well, from log form, I can throw it and change a base. So log 12 divided by log 4, and that's going to give me 1.792 after some rounding. So again, some of you might be able to skip this part in green and go straight from this exponential, because we know base is on the bottom, which means 12 would be on the top. Let's try this next one here. 2 times 3 to the x minus 7 equals 43. Well, first we'll move that 7 to the other side. And that's going to give us 50. Now we need to divide out that 2, so that's going to give me 25. So 3 to the x equals 25, or in log form, log base 3 equals 25. Or sorry, log base 3 of 25 equals x. And if you need to know how to do that, you kind of do that loop and swoop method. And now that we have that, we can throw it in change of base formula. The base of 3 has to go on the bottom. Base goes on the bottom. So log 25 divided by log 3. And these logs are common logarithms. So it's base 10, which means our calculator is smart enough to do that. Let's see a few more challenging ones. The only difference with these is that it's no longer a plain old x in the exponent. You have an expression up there. The overall process, nothing different. So first one, we're going to move 2 to the other side. So I get 8 to the x plus 1 power equals 3. Now we can rewrite this in log form. Some of you will be able to skip this step. So log base 8 of 3 equals x plus 1. Now we can use change of base formula on the left side there. The base is 8, so it's going to be log 3 over log 8. That equals x plus 1. This left side goes straight into the calculator. There's no way to do that mentally. Straight into the calculator. Try to round it to 3 or 4 decimal places. So 0.528 equals x plus 1. And now to solve for x, just subtract that 1 over. And you'll get your final answer, negative 0.472. Number 4. This one is already kind of isolated, so that part's done. I can go straight into log form now. So my base is 15. Log base 15 of 245 equals 2x minus 3. I can now use change of base formula on the left. Base is on the bottom, so log 245 over common log 15. Remember, if there's no log given, it's assumed common log, meaning base 10. This left side goes straight into your calculators. So log 245 divided by log 15. Again, be responsible with those parentheses if you would. Round your answer to 3 or 4 decimals. If you're using a TI-84, you can actually continue to use your most recent answer by continuing to type in the next steps. And if you ever see ANS pop up on your screen, that's just your calculator's way of using the most recent answer that showed up. Little life hack. Throw it on your TikTok. All right, from here, we're going to move 3 to the other side, divide out the 2, and we are done. All right, so this video is kind of a behemoth. You know the drill. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask. And as always, people, good luck, have fun, be safe, and roll Tide.